All right, guys, we're doing this. These are my top 5 ukulele chord hacks or easy versions of tricky chords. There's tons of value in this video, so stay tuned. Now, although there are easier ways to play a lot of the tricky chords on ukulele, and I'm going to show you a bunch of these tricks, these versions here, I do still encourage you to work on the harder versions of the chords. For example, the full barred B minor or B flat or different bar major shapes. You want to work on these in the long term because often they are the fullest, best sounding versions of certain chords. What I'm going to teach you here today are things you can use in the meantime, which will allow you to play certain songs and get into more advanced things sooner. That being said, if you're having trouble with bar chords, I'll link below to my top tips and exercises for bar chords. A couple minutes every day for a couple weeks and you will see results. So check that out after you watch this video and work on your bar chords as well. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. And if you get value out of this video, click the thumbs up, really helps. And leave a comment down below. Let me know which of these chord variations is new to you and which ones help out the most. But let's dive into these ukulele chord hacks. My first ukulele chord hack is going to be for the E major chord. There's a few ways to play E. You can do this voicing here, or this one is maybe a little more common and a little easier. I'll show some diagrams to help. You can try these out. And you can also do a barred version like this, where I'm barring from the top down 4, 4, 4, and then pinky on the 7th fret. But I think the most common and easiest way is to do 4, 4, 4 like this with fingers 2, 3, 4, and then index in the 2nd fret. That's an E chord. If you're having trouble getting to this, an easy hack is to only strum the top 3 strings to start. Or you can use fingers 1, 2, and 3 and strum only the top 3 strings. You can also allow yourself to kind of mute the first string. Just touch it gently with your pinky on the bottom. And that sounds great too. And I'm just muting that one so we don't hear it ring, but the top 3 still ring. Okay? So in a nutshell, it's like a full E shape here, but only getting the top 3 strings to ring. The second ukulele chord hack I'm going to show you here today is for a C sharp minor chord. It's a pretty common chord, and the most common way to play it is here, kind of like a B minor shape. I'm barring the 4th fret, the bottom 3 strings, and adding my 3rd finger on the 6th fret up top. That's a C sharp minor chord. But if you only play the bottom 3 strings, either with a bar or with fingers 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, the bottom 3 strings only, I don't pluck the top one, that's an easier way to play C sharp minor. So if you have it in a song, you can just go to this or this and strum the bottom 3 strings. The third ukulele chord hack I'm going to show you today is for a B7 chord, which is commonly played like this with a full bar in the 2nd fret. It can be a little tricky, you really got to dig in for this one. But an easier way to play B7 is to simply create a little staircase here, frets 4, 3, 2, 0 from the top. It's kind of like an E minor chord, but 1 string up. And that's an easier version of B7. You don't have to bar for this one. A little bonus hack for you guys, D7 is another bar chord that's commonly played like this, barring the 2nd fret and adding your middle finger in the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So it's like 2, 2, 2, 3. But you can also play a D7 like 2, 0, 2, 0 from the top down. You could use your fingers 1 and 2, or 2 and 3. I prefer it this way. And that's an easier open version of D7. Okay, we're powering through here. Here's my last 2 ukulele chord hacks. These are by far the most popular ones. By the way, if you're getting value, please click the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Consider subscribing and clicking the bell icon to stay up to date on all my latest content. Thank you so much. A B flat chord is a doozy. It's a tricky one. You got to bar the bottom 2, put your middle finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret and your 3rd finger on the 4th string 3rd fret, and it's a tricky chord. You can at first get away with only strumming the bottom 3 strings, or even if you strum all 4, that sounds a B flat 6 chord, B flat 6, which sounds fine. It has a bit more of a jazzy sound to it and totally works. You could also do this voicing with fingers 1 and 2 to avoid the bar in the 1st fret there, and then 3rd finger comes up here. This is a little tricky at first, but once you kind of get the feel for it, that's another version of B flat 6. And here too, you can strum the bottom 3 for an easy B flat voicing, or strum all 4 for B flat 6. You can also create a G shape, slide it to the 5th fret, and strum the bottom 3 strings, and that's an easier version of B flat, no barring at all. And there's a B flat chord right there. And if you strum all 4 once again, we have the 6th up top, that becomes a B flat 6 chord. So try these out. These are all easier ways of doing a B flat chord, and I recommend to avoid the bar, either doing 1, 2 here and just strumming a good old B flat 6, or bringing your G shape to the 5th fret and then strumming all 4 as well. Okay, my last and most popular ukulele chord hack, by far the most popular, is a B minor chord. Very tricky chord. You got to bar all 3 here and then reach up top in the 4th. So I'm going 4, 2, 2, 2 from the top down. But again, if you just strum the bottom 3, it works. I can use fingers 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, strumming the bottom 3 strings, and it sounds great. Another nice version of B minor to work on is a G minor shape, which is like this, slid up to the 5th fret. And I can strum the bottom 3 strings here for a nice, easy version of a B minor chord. Thanks so much for sticking around, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you got some value out of these ukulele chord hacks. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for tons more beginner ukulele videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.